Hello and welcome back to Classic Judging by the Cover, where we'll be judging Out of This World by the Cover. Out of This World was its title in America anyway. It was called Another World in real countries. People often say to me, Yahtzee, you're touching me inappropriately. They also say, we've seen a lot of cover art you think is shitty, why don't you ever tell us about some you think is good, and will you please stop that? Well, you slut, here's a box art I like. Out of This World is a game about a bloke who looks a bit like Sting's character from David Lynch's Dune, being transported to an alien world. And what I like about the art is that it captures the raw atmosphere and feel of the game. And when I say raw, I mean rawr. Shame they left that green sticker on so it looks like the bald dude just dinged his shin on it like an unexpected coffee table. And they put a red line around it in such a way that it looks like the black monster thing in the lower right is sucking on an endless red Twizzler. The seemingly endless plain whose fixtures walk the line between building and natural rock structure is the focus of the image. There's even an arrow in the sky going, "Hey, look down here!" Above it is either a foreboding dark cloud or the gigantic ball of steel wool with which the merciless hand of God is mere moments from cleansing the planet. In the distance, lightning strikes an elevated plane, emboldening our hero to continue standing like this, in the hope that the lightning will come over and strike behind him and make him look really, really cool. His smallness against the hugeness of the scenery emphasizes the huge mystery of this all-new world, his outstretched arms reflecting wonder and defiance as he symbolically embraces his forbidding new environment. Also, his knob is so long he's able to hook it around the ledge for added stability. The hero expresses wonder and curiosity, which is juxtaposed against the practical, business-like posture of his friend, who looks like a monster from Quake 1 took his trousers off. He's turned away from the vista in order to pick up a rock with which he intends to either play fetch with the red Twizzler patron in the lower right, or add to that delightful artwork he's been building over there while he's been waiting for his mate to stop symbolically embracing all over the place. One wonders why he walked all the way to this side of the cliff, when there's a perfectly good rock right next to the pile. Maybe he already looked it over and rejected it. Don't take it so personally, little rock, I'm sure you'll find someone eventually. Please step away from the edge. So, in summary, this art is good because it conveys a lot with subtle details. He's a stranger to this land filled with wonder. He's seen it all before and likes rocks. He looks like a panther had sex with a beanbag. It's good stuff. None of which meant a whole lot to whoever decided on the art for the Genesis version. Now there's no breathtaking scenery because it's being covered up by some kind of annoying the cat with a laser pointer incident gone horribly wrong. And the only wonder and curiosity expressed in this motherfucker's body language is, I wonder if this thing will continue making curious, suggestive groping motions if I keep hip-thrusting at him. Now I shall finally exact revenge upon the world for my fucked-up arm and wonky knee. Little does he know that a tentacle monster is about to give him a wet willy. I guess this is some kind of symbiotic relationship they've worked out, like the goby and pistol shrimp. The big rat thing distracts the prey with jazz hands, the tentacle sneaks up on the flank and nicks their wallet. On the other hand, none of the tentacles are attached to the rock, so perhaps this is actually capturing a moment right after the monster got kicked off its perch, and that paints a whole new picture. Tentacles and Ratty McSpiderface were just sitting around minding their own business, sharing Spire maintenance tips, when these two thug cops showed up and started making trouble. Burly guy with a dislocated shoulder and a bum for a head is pointing his gun at the spire he's standing on, going, "Talk, damn you! Explain how this rock formation could possibly exist. And don't give me the old differential erosion story. Expect me to believe a bunch of guys stood around pissing in a circle for 10 million years." All of which I could forgive, if it weren't for this. If the sun is obviously rising or setting behind those mountains in the background, then what the Jiminy fuck it is casting these shadows? What, are we supposed to believe that there are two suns? Like this is some kind of alien world or something? No, of course not. Obviously, the light source is the official Sega seal of quality in the lower right, and no 7-letter word has ever been used so disingenuously, except when American intelligence operatives use the word freedom. Still, could have been worse. It could have been the SNES box art, which consists of a series of elements that seem to have been assembled with the aid of a box of fuzzy felt and a dartboard. Hey, look at this chinless wonder. Thinks he can just saunter into our garden of penises willy-nilly, no pun intended. Whoa, I didn't want any trouble, fellas. I'm just trying to escape from the box art for Sid Meier's civilization.